So today we're here at the lovely Todber Manor Fishery and we're sitting on the Hillview Lake today, and we've come to basically do some nice winter banjo or method feeder fishing. The peg we've decided to sit on today has got a couple of options. It's got an island over to the right hand side that can be good if if the sun comes out and the water warms up a degree or two. The fish can move up in those upper layers of the water and start creeping up the shallower edges of that island. We've also got a line out in front that we're fishing at the moment in the deeper water, just in a little bowl there. Often in winter, as we all know, carp can shoal up and they just find themselves in the widest part of the lake, or part of the lake with the most water. So at the moment we're just plopping our feeder out there into the middle and picking off a few fish at the moment. Let's get that in the rest. So bait wise today, really simple for the feeder wise. So all we're using is fin feed pellets and pro feed pellets mixed 50-50. And there's a few different ways that you can prepare them. I like to put mine in water 3 to 4 minutes, take them out, spread them out, let them dry out just ever so slightly, and that gives you the option to manipulate them on the day as well by adding more water if you need to. On my side tray I've also got a little bit of ground bait. We haven't had to use it today, but again, Todber's a prolific fishery, so there's lots of fish in here. The rod just keeps going round. If we were somewhere else, bites are not so easy to come by. Might be worthwhile mixing some ground bait with pellets and do this in a separate bowl so you can work out the ratios to see what gets you the quickest bites. What we're also doing today is mixing up our hook baits quite a lot. At the moment I'm fishing a white pina colada or pineapple and coconut flavour wafter, but we've got various different assortment on the side tray here, and it just gives you options when you're fishing. You know, if you catch 2 or 3 on a white one and you go a while without a bite, why not try an orange one? Why not try a pink one? There's nothing to lose for a cast or two when it's not going round every cast. Another little thing that we've used today is the pineapple and coconut haze in conjunction with the wafters. What this does is, when added to your feeder, goes in, gives some extra smell and attractant and colour into the water, which today seems to home some fish in, and you get 2 or 3 quickly, then they back off again, and then you can top back up with haze again. Don't need to put it on every cast, but some casts it just gives you that added little extra boost to the water. As I say, because we've kept our pellets so sort of simple, we're looking for other edges and ways to give our bait just that extra bit of attractiveness while we're fishing. So I've been getting a bite about every 3 to 4 minutes, so hopefully any second now we should get a bite. There you go. As I say, Todber is a prolific fishery. There's so many fish in here. You can get away today with feeding quite a bit of bait, regular casts, but you know, if you're somewhere that's not quite prolific, remember you might just need to rein it in a little bit and just keep ringing the changes with bait, colour, flavour, different colours of haze as well. When we get this one in, I'll show you how we've been loading a feeder and how we've been putting the haze on there. Don't need to go mad, fish are not fighting too hard, so slow and steady wins the race. Here he comes. Bit of a bigger one, that one. Plop him in the net. So, as I say, Todber is prolific, so if I wasn't fishing for as many bites, I would use a mould to load the feeder. But because it's quite good, just doing it by hand and by eye really. But with that mould you can get the perfect shape every time. You don't need loads of the haze, just a little strip on the top of your ball. Some people like to squeeze that in a little bit, but I like to leave it quite drippy on there, just to give you that attraction through the water. There we go. Get that set. Got a stopwatch going here. Just reset that, just so we can keep an eye on when our bites are coming. If you find your bites are slowing down on the stopwatch, then that's the time to start ringing changes. Different colours of baits. See, look, that one straight away. Haze has brought some attractiveness into the water and they're straight onto the ball. As I was saying, keep an eye on the stopwatch. If you do see the bites getting slower and slower, then that's the time to ring a change. Different colour bait, different colour haze, different flavour haze. So tackle wise today, got a nice 10-foot Superior, 520 Centris, 6-pound sinking feeder mono. And then down at the business end, got a 20 gram medium Banjo XR feeder, 015 power line hook length, a 16 KKMB, just to a little bayonet. And as I say, at the moment the white pina colada hook bait's been really good, so we're sticking with that for now. Load that feeder up again. Again, go with a bit of haze. Get it back out there. Really important to try and be as accurate as possible. Take your time, pick your marker. Then of course reset that stopwatch. Getting some liners there again straight away. You can see they're straight on it. But as I say, we are lucky today in the fact that Todber is so good, and you may just need to rein the bait in, rein in the regular casting if it is a tougher venue where bites are not so easy to come by. But still always be thinking about making changes to the hook bait colour. Less than a minute for that bite. Just goes to show that haze really does pull the fish in. Come here then. So again, we'll just load the feeder back up, little scoop, press down with a thumb, get that wafter squeezed in there, next layer on top, clean it off. Just as a little experiment, we're not going to put the haze on this time. Obviously the first fish you saw us catch took us about 3 minutes to get a bite, and then the last two, I think 45 seconds was the longest bite. So we'll leave the haze off this time, just as a little experiment, and we'll see how long it takes to get a bite without the haze. A couple of little liners there. He's on, Jake. There you go. Well, just goes to show that the haze isn't the be all and end all, but I definitely believe does help pull some fish in. And to be honest, I think we're probably still fishing off the back of those 2 chucks with the haze, because when we done it earlier we had the same response as well, and then it backed off, and then you found putting the haze on again got you another little run of bites. Another nice fish there. So just as a final summary really, when it's cold, don't forget to ring those changes with baits, colours, flavours. Keep those hazes going in, and hopefully you can catch lots of little carp like these. Let's get him back.